Greetings, family. So far as Africa is concerned, it has always been the case where African leaders, 54 of them, will be invited to a particular country. If it is no US Africa Summit, it will be China Africa Summit or Korea Africa, what type of nonsense Africa Summit. Now they are in China. They went to China, and I'm telling you, in the meeting in China, African leaders went there, packed their bag like school children, and then, as usual. But do you know what happened? The leader of Burkina Faso sent representative. And in the whole meeting, the only thing that makes sense is the speech of the Burkina Faso representative. His speech was a full lecture to African leaders. Do you know what he told them? So without wasting your time, let me go right into it. They were sitting there uncomfortably. They were not comfortable when the guy was speaking. I said, yes. They were doing themselves chuku, 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 chuku. The guy did not mind them. He was speaking. He said, look, we are all here as African leaders to meet one gentleman of China. If we are to unite, China wouldn't have to deal with 54 states, but China just have to deal with one state because we are united. There are many African leaders here. They are not free. They are still taking orders from their masters to operate. They cannot do anything except what their masters tell them. They cannot take any decision on their own. They are completely not free. If Africa we are united, cooperation and dealing with China right now would have been much more easier because China is going to deal with only one person. That is one state, not 54 of us. But we are all here as African leaders to meet one man. Some of you here, you are not free. You are still taking orders from your masters to operate. You are still taking orders to operate against your own brothers. We are still being controlled because if you are not free, all these meetings that we are having is useless because after the meeting, whatsoever is being discussed here, you can't take decision to make anything practical out of it because there is somebody at the top there who is going to instruct you to do A, B, C, D. We in Africa need to come together and unite. He was preaching the message of unity to them. This is what we have been talking about. Burkina Faso, their eye is open. This is what we have been talking about. If we unite, anybody that is coming to Africa to deal with Africa, you are dealing with one state, not 54. Because when 54 of you have gone to meet one United States leader or one China leader, how are you going to? Because everybody needs to speak. You are saying different thing. Nigeria is saying different thing. Togo is saying different thing. Ghana is saying different thing. Senegal is saying different. All of you are saying different things. Your voice are not the same. But if you unite, you are going to speak with one voice. You are going to deal with, the person is going to deal with one policy. This is what we are talking about. The unity of Africa is a must because the people who don't want you to unite, they are united. You have the United States, you have the United Kingdom, you have China. China is different, just like Africa. But they came together and then they are Chinese. In China, somebody is from Hunchun, somebody is from Junggu, somebody is from Shuntu, but they are all Chinese. In Africa, we are from Ghana, somebody is from Togo, somebody from Cameroon, but we are all Africans. This is what we are talking about. African leaders, listen to us. You are going there disgracing yourself anyhow. All of you packing yourself like school children. Every time they call you, you are on board. Some of you go there and sleep. You don't listen to anything. You come back home without capturing anything that was said in the meeting. All you are interested in, if the only thing African leaders can put in their mind, the only thing they are conscious of is when they go to these meetings and dollar is being promised. That one they will remember. The rest of the things they will never remember. The unity of Africa is a must. If you don't unite, you keep on disgracing yourself. The Burkina Faso representative went there to lecture them. That was the only thing, the only speech that makes sense in the meeting between Africa and China. Respect.